everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for over 10 years. So here on my channel, I talk about being a fashion designer, starting a fashion business, running a business, all things business, all things fashion, and sometimes, once in a while, I talk about my life. So here in today's video, I'll be talking about how to start a ready-to-wear clothing line. So like I said, I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer. I sell contemporary African-inspired ready-to-wear clothing for women. I make my designs and I sell my designs right here in my store. And this is what I've done for over 10 years. So that puts me in a good place, a very, very, very good place to talk to you about how to start a ready-to-wear clothing line. So you want to start a clothing line and you don't know how to start, or you have ideas, little bits and pieces of ideas in your head, and you don't know how to put them all together. So, well, you have come to the right place. So first things first, I always tell people, why? Why? What is your why? What is the reason why you want to start a ready-to-wear clothing line? Because the thing is, ready-to-wear seems to be the very hot thing right now, and you also want to jump on the trend of ready-to-wear and make this money that people say the people selling ready-to-wear are making. So what is your why? Why do you want to start a ready-to-wear clothing line? Is it because of the money? Is it because it's what people are talking about? Is it because you're thinking of a business to start and you don't know what to start and this is the next best thing for you to start? You need to think about it very, very well, because when you start a business, starting a business on its own can be a little bit challenging, but the thing is, in the long run, your why, the reason why you started this business, is what is going to keep you in the long run, is what is going to keep you standing in the long run. If you're just starting a ready-to-wear clothing line because of the money, in the long run, it may not necessarily be what you would want to do in the long run. So you need to think about it very well. Are you passionate about making clothes? Are you passionate about selling clothes? Are you passionate about fashion? What exactly is it you are passionate about? So first things first, when starting a ready-to-wear clothing line, you need to think, what kind of clothing do I want to sell? What kind of people do I want to serve? There are different kinds of ready-to-wear clothing, different kinds, so many of them. And as there are so many different kinds of ready-to-wear clothing, there are also different kinds of audience, demographic for the different types of clothing. So you need to figure out where there is a gap and see if this is where you'd want to be. So for example, you want to make ready-to-wear clothing. Is it Ankara clothing you want to make? Is it general native clothing you want to make? Is it cocktail dresses? Is it bridal wear? The list goes on and on and on. You need to figure out which one of them you want to start and you're going to be able to sustain in the long run. Because you don't want to start something and then along the line you're changing to something else completely different that is not even related to what you started with in the first place. So that is one. The next thing is a business name. So I am very, very big on having good business names. Business names are very important. Naming your business or naming your clothing line is very, very important, because you don't know how far your business will go. You don't know how successful your business will be in the future. So if you just pick a name that is just some random name that you just feel is my nickname, when your business becomes very big, you start struggling with the idea of having to change the name altogether, or if you're starting this business as a very young girl and you're using your nickname and this and that and that, and then 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, or even 5 years down the line, you mature and you feel, I'm mature now and I don't want to use this name anymore. I think it's time for me to change. And changing might not be that easy for you, because what if the business has catapulted to another dimension and, it's become so big? So that is something you need to consider when choosing a business name. So when you have chosen your business name, you have to register your business. That also, I'm very, very particular about it. So when I say registering your business, first of all, go online, register in the necessary social media platforms for your business. So you secure the name, and you also need to check with the government agencies in your country if this business name has not been taken by another individual. So basically, you need to register your business name with your government agency, and you also need to secure your business name on social media, because you don't want a situation whereby you can't register your business with your government agency because someone else has taken the business name, and you can't also register, or if you have registered your business name with your government agency, you can't get the name on social media because someone else has taken it. Or if someone else has taken it, you have to look for another name, or have some underscores, hyphens in the name, and then along the line people can differentiate you from you and the other person. You really don't want that happening, so you need to sort that out first before you proceed. The next thing is, which is very important as well, is, are you enjoying my video? Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And if you want a one-on-one Zoom consultation with me, click the link in the description box below. Knowing how to manufacture your clothing for your ready-to-wear. So basically, there are two ways. You can either do it in-house, that is making the clothes for your ready-to-wear collection or designs by yourself, or you can outsource to another company to make them for you and then you sell them. So you need to figure out which of the two you're going to do. If you're going to be outsourcing this part of your ready-to-wear line to someone to manufacture for you, that is fine, but you also have to have several things in place so that your ready-to-wear clothing line is a success now and in the long run. Things like quality of the garment, finishing of the garment, minimum quantity or minimum order quantity, and the list goes on. I may make another video talking about this later on. And if you choose to make your designs by yourself and then sell, there are also things that you also need to consider. So things like, are you going to be making them yourself? Are you going to be hiring people to assist you in making these designs? How many people do you need? A workspace, the requirements for your workspace, tailoring materials, and the list goes on. And if you choose to hire people to make your designs for you, you need to know how many people or how many tailors you're going to need. So when starting a ready-to-wear clothing line, I always advise people to start small, because when you start small, you're able to understand the business, you're able to understand the market, and you're able to in turn know what you need in the long run for your business. So for example, if you start in a very, very big way, you start your business, you hit the ground running in a very, very, very big way. What if you don't have, or you can't attract as much customers as you require to cover your overhead? Because your overhead is basically all the things that you have used to start this business, and those things that you continue to use on a continuous and on a monthly basis to run this business, if you understand what I mean. So when you have done all this, you now need to figure out, how do I intend to sell my ready-to-wear clothing line? Am I going to sell online? Am I going to have a retail store? Or am I going to put them in retail outlets to be sold for me? So there are 3 different options. It all depends on you. It all depends on your budget. So you need to figure out which one it is. You can decide to start selling your ready-to-wear clothing online. So there are different ways you can sell online. You can sell by having your own website. You can sell on e-commerce websites that sell clothing. You can sell them on social media like Instagram. So you put pictures on your Instagram and for people to come and buy from you. And even now on Instagram, you have the option of having a shop where people can come on your page and then shop your clothing items. So those are the 3 ways you can start selling your ready-to-wear online. And you can also sell your ready-to-wear clothing in a physical space, that's in a retail store, in a brick and mortar retail store, where you have your designs displayed and people can come in or walk in and then pick whatever it is they want and buy from you. The difference between having a physical space and an online space is that the physical space tends to be a bit more expensive than starting online. But if having a physical space is what you want, is what you desire, by all means go for it, as long as you know how to come up with the funds. Then the 3rd way of selling your ready-to-wear clothing is giving them out to retail stores to sell on your behalf. So these retail stores, you take your clothes to them, they take them from you, they sell to their customers, and they take a little commission from you, and then they give you the rest of the money. So they sell on your behalf. So for some people that works if they cannot afford to have a physical space and they want their clothes to be in stores. So they put their different designs in different stores or even in one store, depending on how much clothing or how much designs you have. Then the last and the most important thing is, after you have done all these things, you've come up with the business name, you've thought of your target audience, you've thought of your means of production, you've thought of how you're going to sell your ready-to-wear clothing. You now have to think about, what is the price point for my ready-to-wear clothing going to be? The price point for ready-to-wear clothing depends on so many things. And some of these things include cost of production. You have to factor that in. You have to factor in some of the costs associated with the business. You have to factor those things into your prices. Your prices should not be in a way that it's not in line with your target audience. So your target audience, if they are women and you are selling ready-to-wear that you use some expensive kind of fabric for, if you're selling ready-to-wear clothing for women and the things that you use to make these clothing, these things have to reflect in your price. That is the final price of the garment. And the final price of the garment should be what your target audience can afford, if you understand what I'm trying to say. You don't want to make garments that your target audience cannot afford or your target audience feel that it's too cheap. So there needs to be a balance. Now, the last thing and the most important thing, because there's no point starting a ready-to-wear clothing line and you don't do this last thing. The very last thing is marketing the business. I have 2 videos on my channel where I talk about how to market your clothing business. Marketing is very, very, very important. Marketing is very important for any business, literally any business. And your ready to wear clothing line is no exception. You need to market your business, especially you are about to start. You need to really, really market your business. You need to put the word out there. There are several ways in which you can market your business. It's not just on social media alone that you can market your business. Social media is very good to market your business, but there are other little ways and little things you can do outside social media to put the word out there for your business, especially if you're just starting, because you need as many people as possible to know that you have started this amazing clothing line. So I hope you're able to learn a thing or two from this video on how to start a ready-to-wear clothing line. So my video for today is done. If you enjoyed watching my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And so I will see you soon. Bye.